this class, we'll discuss about the byte addressability and memory operations in brief. What is byte addressability? So always the information, whatever we are going to represent, it is in the form of bits in the computer system, and accessing of this information, it is represented with a byte or in terms of word. A byte is always 8 bits, but word length typically ranges from, so this I already explained in the last previous class, always the length of the word ranges from the 16 to 64 bits, and it is always not preferable to work with or assigning addresses to individual bit. Instead of that group of bits, you are going to assign the addresses. The most practical assignment is to have successive addresses refers to successive byte memory location. So this is called as byte addressability. So what is byte addressability means? So where we are going to assign the successive addresses. Successive address refers to successive byte location memory. So what are the ways in which we can represent this byte addressability? So there are mainly two ways of representing the byte addressability. So the first one is a big endian, and the second one is a little endian, depending on the processor. So different processor uses different byte addressability mechanism. So let's understand what is this big endian byte addressability and little endian byte addressability. So here big endian indicates the name big endian is used when lower byte addresses you need to understand. So here I am focusing on the memory locations, how memory addresses are represented. Lower byte addresses are used for the more significant byte of the word. If they have given a word or information, so always the lower byte addresses are used to store the more significant byte information. So that is in case of big endian. And example for which type of processor is going to use this big endian method is Motorola processor. Motorola processor is going to use big endian method. So I am going to give one small example how big endian is represented. So let me go to the little endian. The name of the little endian is used for opposite of the opposite ordering. Opposite ordering means compared to the big endian. So lower byte addresses are used for less significant byte. So lower byte addresses are used for less significant byte or the rightmost byte of the word. If they have given a word, the rightmost byte it is taken and it is stored in the lower byte addresses. So that is in case of little endian, and it is used in Intel processor. And here in the subject we are going to use big endian method. Even Motorola processor, that is a big endian, the same mechanism is used for representing the byte addressability. So even the other applications also uses this mechanism. You can just find out which are the applications uses what type of byte addressability mechanism. So here I am just speaking with respect to the processor. So in both the cases, the byte addresses are going to be same. Okay, you can just see I have already shown how to represent the byte addresses and word addresses. Okay, so these are all. If I am taking this is the complete box as a memory. So the first 0 byte, first byte, second byte, third, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and these are all the individual byte addresses. So where in case if you are grouping these 4 bytes to form a word, the address of this word is 0, 4, and next address starts from 8, then 12, and so on. Okay, because I am considering the 32-bit word length. Okay, if it is 32-bit word length, each word carries 4 bytes. So accordingly, the address you need to represent. When I tell the word address, Okay, so you need to remember, so each time it is going to increment by 4. The byte address, word address going to be incremented by 4. So like that it is going to get number of word addresses up to 2 power k minus 4. Okay, so this word address, it is going to be same both in case of little endian and also big endian. Only thing is you can just observe here. So let me just take the big endian. So what I told big endian, so the lower byte addresses are used for representing the more significant byte. So this is lower byte addresses are used for storing the more significant byte information. So it starts from here, storing the data. So I will give one example for that. Just remember the definition here. Next, so little endian lower byte addresses are used for representing the less significant byte of the given word. So that is how the little endian and big endian works. So let me just take one example here. So I'm going to take example of some given data, that is 0. I'm just considering some value and let me represent that in both big endian and a little endian. So 0 hexadecimal number I am taking, 0 4 4 3 3 2 2 1 1. Consider this is a given word. Now I want to represent this with big endian and little endian. According to the definition, so let's represent the data. Consider this as a memory. So what is the big endian tells? The lower byte addresses. Let me just write the address here. Consider this is 0 1, this is 0 2, 0 3 and 0 4. So this is lower byte addresses. So these lower byte addresses are used for representing the more significant byte. So that is 44, 33, 22, 1, 1. Okay, in case of big endian. If it is little endian, so lower byte addresses are used for representing the most significant byte. So I am considering the same word. So this is a given word. I am taking this more significant byte and representing in the lower byte addresses. So the lower byte addresses, it is going to be same 2, 3 and 4. I am just considering these are the memory addresses. You can just write the boxes. So now this is the lower byte address is used for representing the less significant byte. So in this given word, this is more significant byte and this is less significant byte. So write the less significant byte in the lower byte addresses. 33. Sorry, this is 22. This is 33 and 44. Okay, so this is how you can give the example how big endian and little endian works. You can just take another example, some particular string and represent both using big endian and a little endian. Next, word alignment. In case of 32-bit word, boundaries occur at the addresses 048. 048, I think I have shown all that word addresses 0, 4, 8, 12. And these word locations have aligned addresses. It is not going to change the addresses whatever may be the byte addressability mechanism. How to access the numbers, characters and character string. Number usually occupies one word. It can be accessed in memory by specifying its word address. Similarly, individual characters can be accessed by specifying the byte addresses. So I already told you can just use byte address mechanism to access the data or word addresses. In many applications, it is necessary to handle character strings of variable length. The beginning of the string indicated by giving the address of the byte containing its first character, and successive byte location indicates the successive character of the string. Always when you start working with a string, there are two possible ways of representing the end of the string. A special character with meaning end of the string can be used to indicate the last character of the string. A processor register can contain number indicating length of the string in bytes. Okay, to know what is the length of the string, so you can just go with this mechanism. The first one is indicating some notation to indicate that that is the end of the string, and the second one is going to contain in a register what is the size of this string. Okay,